The Committee of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities has urged the federal government to tackle the fundamental trust issues between government and all unions operating in universities across the country. The Secretary General Yakubu Chefo said this in Abuja at a news conference to mark the celebration of the committee's 60 years of leadership in Nigerian universities. Helen Osamide Akins reports.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities has finally suspended its 8-month-old strike conditionally. The union decided to suspend the strike during a meeting of its leadership, which lasted on Thursday night and lasted into the early hours of Friday.
Good morning, sir.
It is welcome news, but the Committee of Vice Chancellors believes issues that resulted in the strike, such as lack of trust between the government and all unions operating universities, should be addressed. Now that the strike have been put on hold, the committee is hopeful Nigeria would have a robust engagement of academic activities and see all issues that drove the process of 2022 strike in Nigerian universities resolved.
What has led to this prolonged strike was something that should have been sorted out 3 years ago. So it is so the onus is on government to resolve the trust issues. Once the government is able to resolve the trust issues, you will not have a situation where the campuses are locked down.
The Association of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities is an association whose members are Vice Chancellors of higher education institutions in Nigeria. Its objective is to promote the scientific, educational, cultural and economic cooperation between Nigerian universities and foster the dialogue with other national and international organizations. The committee should have been celebrating its 60th anniversary, but had to put all scheduled events on hold due to the ongoing strike affecting public universities.
Several policy initiatives and engagements have emanated from the CVC. 60 years that the Committee of Vice Chancellors has operated, it has quietly made its mark in supporting university leadership and administration.
They commend their partners on their role in advancing the educational sector. Helen Osamide Akins, TVC News, Abuja.
More women are taking up the mantle and claiming leadership roles, giving hope to the next generation. Now, with non-governmental organizations addressing the challenges and providing solutions to ensuring more girls are armed with technical and leadership skills to become good future leaders. Inolu Akupola has more.
The formative years of a child have proven to be a crucial period for physical, emotional, and social development. In celebrating the girl child, this NGO are breaking the bias in the technological space by encouraging young girls to build their confidence by learning and acquiring new skills.
Technology has transformed the way we live our lives for good, even though for bad. I think the girl child should not shut their ears, not shut their eyes, and actually jump in and get the most of what technology is offering, and also leveraging on the shoulders of people that have gone ahead of them, and saying, you know what, if this woman is an engineer, if this woman is the head of a fintech, if she's the MD of a fintech, if she's the head of a major multinational, major technology multinational, I can do it.
With panelists ranging from education to the creative industry, they say anything can be found on the internet, but it is important to filter those information.
The space in technology helps to feed the right information. Of course, there's always a lot of noise, and that's part of why we're having this conversation, to help the girl child understand that there will be a lot of noise, but you have to always focus on getting the right information and how to utilize that information, and that's why we're having this conversation today.
We should realize that technology is a tool, and for us to be able to benefit from this tool, we need to make use of it. So if the government can do one thing, that is support young people to be able to, make use of technology very well.
Like two sides of a coin, technology has its good and bad sides. But this young girl says it has yielded good results over the years.
you can actually do something smart, like learning graphic designing, web development, and still earn money from them. So I say yes, technology is actually helping our generation today. And it's also proving that girls can actually do something in this generation. They can actually achieve more. These days, it's not all about boys anymore. At least girls are doing some things. They're setting the pace for other girls to actually follow.
With more women setting the pace in leadership roles, it gives other young women the confidence to do the same and to break the narrative of being just a homemaker. Inioluwa Okwola, TVC News, Lagos.
Outside Nigeria, rescue operations have ended in northern Turkey, where coal mine explosion killed at least 41 persons. The discovery of the final missing body brings the rescue operation to an end, more than 20 hours after Friday's deadly blast. The country's Interior Minister Sulaiman Salu had earlier said 58 people working in the mine when the blast went off were rescued or got out themselves. The cause of the blast is not yet known, and the local prosecutor's office has begun an investigation. Initial indications were that the blast was caused by fire dam, a term referring to methane forming an explosive mixture in coal mines. It's exactly 2 months to the 2022 edition of the women-only road race in Nigeria, the Lagos Women Run. This year's race will hold on the 12th of November with a new course. More participants are expected to take part in the race to run against domestic violence, for health, and for other good causes. More than 30,000 took part in the last edition of the 10-kilometer race, which usually holds from Tafawa Balewa Square to Teslim Balogun Stadium in Surulere. Joy Abiy of Ondo State won the 2021 edition with a time of 33 minutes, 41.40 seconds. This year's Lagos Women Run will begin from Onikon and end in Onikon with expanded prizes for the winner and the 10th placed athlete. 1